The discipline of psychology is broadly divisible into two parts: a large profession of practitioners and a smaller but growing science of mind, brain, and social behavior. The two have distinctive goals: training and practices, but some psychologists integrate the two. Early history. In Western culture, contributors to the development of psychology came from many areas, beginning with philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle. Hippocrates philosophized about basic human temperaments, e.g., choleric, sanguine, melancholic, and their associated traits. Informed by the biology of his time, he speculated that physical qualities, such as yellow bile or too much blood, might underlie differences in temperament. See also humor. Aristotle postulated the brain to be the seat of the rational human mind, and in the 17th century René Descartes argued that the mind gives people the capacities for thought and consciousness. The mind decides and the body carries out the decision. A dualistic mind-body split that modern psychological science is still working to overcome. Two figures who helped to found psychology as a formal discipline and science in the 19th century were Wilhelm Wundt in Germany and William James in the United States. James's The Principles of Psychology 1890 defined psychology as the science of mental life and provided insightful discussions of topics and challenges that anticipated much of the field's research agenda a century later. During the first half of the 20th century, however, behaviorism dominated most of American academic psychology. In 1913 John B. Watson, one of the influential founders of behaviorism, urged reliance on only objectively measurable actions and conditions, effectively removing the study of consciousness from psychology. He argued that psychology as a science must deal exclusively with directly observable behavior in lower animals as well as humans, emphasized the importance of rewarding only desired behaviors in child rearing, and drew on principles of learning through classical conditioning based on studies with dogs by the Russian physiologist Ivan Pavlov and thus known as Pavlovian conditioning. In the United States, most university psychology departments became devoted to turning psychology away from philosophy and into a rigorous empirical science.